Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. You guys are all doing well. No match preview today because, to be honest, there is no point of any match previews this season. Arsenal season has come to an end, so there's no point of a match preview. But we're going to be talking about something I think it's probably been the first time of me seeing as an Arsenal fan for a long time, which is Arsenal have signed a player outside the transfer window. Like, I don't remember the last time that happening, but this is now I would classify as a good signing. It is Zubimendi. Now Arsenal have Fabrizio Romano has said, hey, here we go on Zubimendi. Arsenal have apparently Zubimendi has given his verbal agreement for Arsenal that he will be joining Arsenal next season in the summer for around like 60 million pounds to 50 to 55 million pounds to 60, wherever it is, it doesn't matter. But yeah, looks like it's the first signing of Arsenal's transfer window. Now, this signing, let's be honest, we knew about this signing. We knew about this signing since January, which really came out of the blue. I mean, also we knew Arsenal were linked with Zubimendi. Of course, if you remember the whole Liverpool saga with Zubimendi last season of him rejecting at last minute. And the news was Arsenal were always interested in Zubimendi, but at the time he wasn't too sure whether he was going to leave or not. And suddenly, surprise, surprise, in January after we lose against Manchester United, when we were all a bit down as fans, the news comes out that Arsenal were in advanced talks with Zubimendi, and surprise, surprise, we get knocked out the PSG against PSG in the Champions League semi-finals. And what a surprise! More transfer news comes out. It's almost like they released the transfer news after like a bad week, just so they can calm down the fans. We'll talk about that another day, but yeah, the rumors again after the PSG, you can see the rumors were against being built up, spreading around that Arsenal were close to signing Zubimendi, or the agreement was being finalized. And yeah, it looks like we have signed Zubimendi. And terms, to be honest, I'm not really too excited. I just feel like this was a signing because of how prolonged it was. Any excitement for it was gone because of how long it was dragged out. But it was a signing, to be honest, I think right now is needed. It's definitely a signing that is needed. I think the reason why I came to the point with Zubimendi, to be honest, at the start of it, when I would even say at the start of February, if you told me if I wanted him, my answer would be no. But not no, but as in if he didn't come, I wouldn't be too much against it. But now I think it's a signing we definitely need. And the reason why it came to me, or the reason why I changed, was because after the PSG game, first leg, when I saw Declan Rice play as a number 6, I think I've just come to the conclusion Declan Rice is just not number 6. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans have solely come to a realization that Declan Rice is simply not a number 6. Not because he's not good enough, just because he just simply doesn't have some traits that you'd expect that you'd require a number 6 to have, which is being able to come on the half turn and release the ball quickly. Declan Rice is a powerhouse. Like, he is running up and down, whilst we need someone to more dictate the game. And I think that's when you will see Arsenal play the best. That is when you see Arsenal play the best. I mean, Thomas Partey, we have that in that Thomas Partey, but of course Thomas Partey is getting old. And if you remember, our best part of football came when we had a midfield pivot of both Declan Rice and Jorginho. What's Jorginho playing as a number 6? Now, of course, Jorginho is getting old. We need someone to replicate Jorginho, and who's better than Zubimendi? Zubimendi is younger, he's more athletic than Jorginho, and you can say he's equally as smart. Of course, he just doesn't have the penalty technique. But I think that game against PSG is what really turned my head on why we should sign a number 6. And I think Zubimendi will be a fantastic signing. To be honest, Arsenal need a lot of signings. And of course, that's a video for another day. Today is just about Zubimendi. But this is a good signing. Honestly, this is a signing that will really help us in that midfield. I think as good as we are in midfield, I think the issue is we just lack a bit of, I don't even know what's the word, a bit of quality. I think we just need something to really get us across the line. Whether it would be Zubimendi or someone else, I don't know, but I'm 100% sure Zubimendi will help us. He will, of course, help us play that type of football where Arteta's clearly trying to play the possession style, control type of football, and Zubimendi would be the perfect player for that, with a partner like Declan Rice helping him, running along, doing the running work. I'm sure Zubimendi will thrive at Arsenal. And to be honest, as a number 6, you really can't go wrong in that failed signing. The number 6 just keeps the game ticking. I'm not expecting Zubimendi to make some line-breaking passes all the time. I do expect some. Expect him to, you know, do something, impact the game, and really help us build up from the back. But yeah, apart from that, nothing much else. We will be talking about, hopefully I will be doing a match review of the Arsenal against Liverpool game, and probably just talking a bit more about Arsenal and what we have for the rest of the season. I guess we're all just disappointed, aren't we? But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Let me know what you think about Zubimendi. Are you excited for that signing, or do you think it's just a signing not needed? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys hopefully in the next video.